So today, I'm working on my 2004 Chevy Silverado, 177,000 miles, done a ton of work and a bunch of videos on this vehicle, and I love it. And just recently went ahead and put in the 2018, I think these came from a Silverado, maybe a Tahoe, but they're 18-inch rims with brand new tires. Got rid of the 17-inch stock ones that had some all-terrain tires, which were really noisy. Rebuilt the front end, did a bunch of engine work, and this truck has been fantastic. And ever since I've done all this work, I've been driving this truck like crazy. Very comfortable and really a nice ride. But recently, I have this noise that I've been chasing ever since I've had the truck, and it's been driving me crazy. And it's kind of like a rattle, loose, clunk sound. And initially, I thought it was the suspension, which the suspension was shot anyways. I went ahead and fixed that. The noise is still there. And then I read about the steering wheel and how there's a little bushing and bearing underneath. Let's see if we can get some light in here. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, that little green thing right over there, that was bad, and it got better. But I still have the noise, and it is driving me nuts. And I finally figured it out. I went over a bump like 1,000 times, and this is it. I mean, this thing just rattles and moves like crazy anytime you go under a bump, and it's just, yeah, really loose. So apparently, doing some research, there is a bushing. I don't know if I can get you guys in there. You can see it right over here where the bolt is, where my finger is. You gotta take that bolt out, and there's a bushing in there that goes bad. And I'll show you the part once we get this thing out. So what we need to do is take off this clip. And I think there's like another clip that holds it to the rod for the brake booster. So we need to take off this pedal, loosen this, and swap out that bushing. And that should get rid of this noise. So let's do it. So right in here, there's actually a clip, and I'll show you in just a sec. And I popped it up, popped it out, and I'm hoping that this thing slides out. Oh yeah. All right. So that makes this a lot easier, because I hate taking out clips with, plastic clips or connectors. So now that we've done that, I should be able to, nice and loose. Should be able to get to the bolt, which is right up here, and this is really hard to film. Yeah, right there. And I think that might be a 14, 15. Let's find out. Where is it at? Let's see if we can get on the camera. So it's actually an 18. It's actually not that tight. Well, it's tight enough. This is why I hate working under the dash. Yeah, coming loose. Alright, so that nut is just spinning. So there's another one on the other side. So a bolt and a nut. That's also an 18. So now I should be able to spin that out. Folks, that was really, really tight. I had to switch to 1/2 inch. That thing was tight. Probably did a Loctite on it. But we got the bolt out. Now we should be able to slide you out and have our prize. And as you can see, it's already breaking apart. So cool. Yeah, this bolt wasn't playing. Yeah, Loctite. So 1/2 inch breaker bar, this massive ratchet for 3/8. Got this at Tractor Supply. Worked really good. So no Mickey Mouse tools for this job. Let's take this to the bench. So this is our new part number, GM 15200851. These are cheap. They're like, I think I paid $7 for this. So what we need to do is pop this one out. It should be easy. Before I take it out, I want to make sure I notate which way it goes, which I don't see any specific orientation, but I'm going to assume that it's going to go this way. I really want to try to get this out in at least close to condition as I can, but I don't see that happening without getting violent. careful with that. Doesn't seem that bad now that I look at it. So now for orientation, it goes this way. Yeah. So let's put a little grease on it. A little grease goes a long way. Slide you in just like so. So this should compress. Just like so. That snaps in pretty easy. Now, I forgot to record this with the old one, but it slides in right over here, and it's a lot tighter. The other one was kind of sloppy, so that's good. Now we do got some red Loctite, because this is probably something you don't want coming loose. I'm pretty sure of that. I just gotta figure out which way and where did it go. So there's a bracket right up here, as you can see my fingers right there. So we go in between this bracket, and then we'll just kind of, you know, maneuver it between that. So let me slide that in. Bolt and nut is in. Got some Loctite on it, and I'll tell you what, this is not fun to do. Kind of have to wiggle it around, but it already feels tighter. So let's go ahead and tighten that up. All right, so we're nice and tight. And the best part is, I mean, the only movement I got right now is that and the rod for the brake booster. So this is nice and tight. That is awesome. That is exciting, because that noise has been driving me nuts. All right, everything's put back together. Honestly, this job was a pain in the butt. Probably be easier if I didn't have the seat in the way, because then you could lay more comfortably. But 18 and 18, because of the red Loctite, make sure you use like a 1/2 inch just to get that extra torque and strength. Pop out that old bushing, pop in the new bushing, give it a little lube, and you should be good to go. And honestly, way better. Way better, and I'm glad, because that's been driving me crazy. So if you got a clunking, rattle, annoying noise under your dash from your GMT 800, supplies to the Silverados and the GM flavors and Tahoes and all that type of stuff, check your steering column bearing. If that's been done, which they seize, then the next one is that noise. So hope this video helps. Thanks for watching.